Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gred podcast. I'm Zane.
I'm Reed.
I'm Maury.
This week,
Oh,
that was pretty good. This week, Sahara's gone, so we have Zane with us. Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, whoa,
Yeah.
Zane! Yeah. Let's
Nice.
introduce yourself. What do you do, Zane?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Oh. Are we? Oh, we're live. We're going. Okay.
I wouldn't say live. We're recording, if that's what you
Okay,
mean.
well, that's what I meant, yeah. I didn't know we were fucking started. I thought it was a practice run. Fuck it, let's go.
No. Yeah, we're doing
do
it.
I do?
Now we're doing it.
I wake up most of the time, I jerk off, and then take a shower,
Yeah.
and then go to work, and then I'll come home from work, probably crank another one out, and then I'll go work
twice
out.
a day.
Yeah.
What's
Every day or
What's the most you've done it in a day?
11 times.
Holy shit!
that's a lot.
That was only because
Gotta imagine
I was.
after like 5, you're shooting like fucking dust. Like-
Yeah, it's like a cough.
Yeah. Nothing comes out after a while.
Yeah, nothing comes out after like the second for me.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I know I can at least crank out 5 before I run
You
out.
can crank out 5. Not a big nutter, are you? You're not a big nutter?
You said 2. So
Yeah.
Well,
I
it
nut
depends on
twice,
how-
and then by the third, nothing comes out.
Well, if you have a lot of volume, like per shot, then it's all about how it's spread out. You know what I mean? Like if you're not
Yeah, that's
shooting
what
that much.
Yeah.
yeah, you
That's
gotta,
what I'm saying,
gotta make
yeah.
sure to drink Gatorade in between, replenish your fluids.
I'm a big nutter, so I go all in right off the bat.
Yeah,
and
I
got nothing left.
until I black out.
Yeah,
I hold my breath the entire time.
you hold your breath.
Yep.
Do you nut in 10 seconds?
No, I could just hold on. Fuck oxygen. It's optional.
Crazy.
Let's just say I was the first person to ever goon.
Are you into autoerotic asphyxiation?
That's like
No.
getting
Sounds-
choked while I jerk off.
Yeah, because this sounds like a gateway drug into it.
No, I've never tried that. Well, not like by myself at least.
Okay.
It's okay, I guess.
All right.
Pretty normal. I think I have a problem, so I'm working on not jerking off as much.
That's good.
That's healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think jerking off is more addictive than most drugs, honestly.
Yeah, because it's kind of like an immediate hit of dopamine.
Yeah. It's just like so easy
Yeah.
for most people,
Yeah.
and you don't need anything but
Your bare hands.
to have limbs and a penis. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's good to see good to see people quitting.
I like.
You wanna? We should buy you a badge or something, like a pin to wear around,
a chip?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
sober. Yeah.
like a coin.
Yes, the little
I'll
chip.
I'll get a coin made.
You gotta make one for every like milestone achievement. So it'd be like, all right, 1 month, 3 months, okay, 6.
How about we start like fucking our coin?
Oh yeah, you want
Yeah.
to do a
Day.
crypto scam? I want to get
Like Gred?
investigated by CoffeeZilla. I'm game.
No, we should do a challenge coin.
Oh,
Read.
I thought you.
Not a crypto scam. We're not
I
starting.
mean, I was
Gred coin.
I was opposed to it, but also I was gonna roll with it. So
Oh wait,
Red
are you
coin.
talking about cum coin?
Like Dogecoin and
You
shit.
don't know about cum coin?
I know.
No, I don't know about-
Coin.
I don't know about
Wasn't
Cumcoin.
wasn't that a rug pull?
I don't know. Is cum coin a real thing?
I actually think it might be.
Oh,
Cum coin rug pull.
I think it was a George Soros funded scam.
Maybe.
Coin crypto, it's a real thing.
Of course it's real. It's the
Oh,
internet.
It's all
Sorry,
real.
it's cum rocket. Cum coin is not. It's cum rocket.
Come rocket.
You know what? That's better than Cumcoin. I'll give them that. That's more creative.
Yeah. So
How
it's
to buy
obvious,
cum
you know?
rocket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
I like that earlier, Maury, in the group chat, I was like, Sahara, why do you send / talk about gross shit? And here we are. Come rocket.
Yeah, come rocket and no jerking off milestone pins.
That's right. Well, I mean, that's how they do it for AA, so...
Yeah, we should. Yeah, I'll get a pin made for you, Zane, that says I haven't jerked off in 1 hour.
I would carry that around with me.
Yeah, unironically, I bet.
Oh,
It's hard to...
Maury gets a truck. Look what showed up on my
Uh-huh.
feed on YouTube. Maury gets a truck.
With that,
You
Whoa.
did indeed get a truck.
Yeah, I did get a truck.
with that picture of Maury that was taken inside a Target.
Yeah,
Of him wearing a child hat.
yeah.
That seems to be outside, but
I ate the child.
Yeah,
what do I know?
it was terrible. Actually, the
8,000 grams of protein.
Actually, Zane, it's photo editing.
4 million calories.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Wow, it's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the standard photo we use for Maury, because that's the funniest one we have. Initially, Maury
almost
was
hit
like,
the bed.
at first, Maury, you were kind of hesitant to have your face and thumbnails, I think.
Yeah.
And so
I
used,
mind having a digital footprint, you know?
we used a drawing done by Sahara that completely looked like a wanted sketch.
Yeah. If you go back to the earlier episodes, you can see the wanted poster.
Wait, can you say the word drawing again, please?
Drawing?
Okay, never mind.
You said drawing, but I wasn't
Yeah,
gonna.
I think you said drawing, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's been a day. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
It's 8:30 where I am. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Zane, do you have any you have questions for us?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a question.
Go ahead. Anytime.
What was that question that I had? Let me think. Give me a second. You ever anyways, what do you guys want to talk about?
You don't have it.
That's my question. Is that not a question?
What do we want to talk about? That's the question.
I mean,
Have you ever seen Family Guy?
yeah, sometimes.
There's you know that one episode where Brian makes a book that's completely empty, and he sells it,
No, I don't remember that specific episode.
and he gets really popular,
I
and he
do,
sells a lot
but
of copies,
more,
and so that's the essence of your question. That's basically your question.
That is the essence of my complete being.
But like Maury in the episode, the book wasn't empty. It was just all bullshit.
No, it was empty.
No.
But the book was like write it yourself or whatever.
No,
was
wasn't
basically a
it
journal.
Dream It, Want It, Do It, or something, some shit like that? And,
No, I'm pretty sure it was empty.
and I don't think so.
Hey, if you want me to make a fucking book on bullshit, talking about the fucking king of bullshit right here. I am a great bullshitter. I can get out of
Yeah.
a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking lying, best skill ever.
It
Yeah.
really is. You may not like it, Maury, but I have been blessed with the gift of gab. I have a silver tongue.
Yeah.
It doesn't always,
Yeah.
make it so presentable, but
Sometimes
Yeah.
it backfires, but hey.
when I can put a thought together,
Huh.
trust me, it's
Yeah.
it's poetic at best.
It's curtains. It's curtains for whoever you're using that thought against.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Talk about Chinese innovation.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my question. What are your guys' thoughts on Chinese glycine production? Food grade glycine production.
Well, you see, it's probably all copied from somewhere else, and that is my statement.
Okay.
Chinese glycine production.
Didn't they just find a lab in California that was connected to the Chinese government, and they were making shit? They were genetically modifying rats with COVID or some shit. No.
I have no idea. I don't know, man. What even is glycine? What's glycine, Zane?
I actually have no idea. Anyways, so Escape the Backrooms, great game. What did you think?
So you don't have any questions.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck, we're
You can
still
do-
on the fucking questions.
You can literally just tell us you don't have any questions.
All right, no, okay, fuck. Okay, here's a question. All right.
Okay.
All
All
right. What would you rather do? Run 6 miles or be condemned to hell?
Oh.
right.
Oh. Damn. Tough one.
Dude, straight up, condemned to hell
I'll run.
for all eternity.
I'll run the 6
I'm,
miles.
I'm not fucking running 6 miles.
Okay, now define running. Does it have to be running?
Yeah, oh yeah. You gotta fucking keep a good pace. Come on.
I think I'd rather perform surgery on myself than run 6 miles.
Rather perform brain surgery on yourself than run 6 miles?
No, just surgery in general.
Oh.
Oh, actually, this is actually a good question. I'm not sure.
Blah, 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 blah. You sound like a
Alright.
robot.
So, you've seen the Saw movies, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, now you have to be real, okay? Don't fucking bullshit for the sake of the question or whatever. You're put in a
You've never done
situation.
that.
All right. I'm talking, please.
Okay.
Anyways, so if you were in a situation where you were fucking drugged, whatever, you wake up in a room and it's Saw, it's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Genuinely speaking, do you think you could survive and get out?
Depends on the trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
If it's the one with the hacksaw in the bathroom, yeah, probably. So
you could saw through your own leg?
Yeah, probably.
Hmm.
Or that one challenge where it was like whoever cuts off most of themselves wins.
Ooh.
Right? Wasn't that a thing?
Yeah, pound of flesh.
Yeah. That whatever that fucking trap Donnie Wahlberg got set up in that killed him, that would get me 100%.
Wait, Donnie Wahlberg was in a Saw movie?
Yeah, his head got smashed between 2 logs.
Wow.
Shockingly, he died from that.
I wonder why.
Fucking
Seems
pussy.
like a skill
am I allowed to
issue.
say that? Can
Yeah,
I say that?
honestly, just tank the armor. What? Say what?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say pussy?
I don't see why not.
Okay. I
I think some saw traps you're just not meant to get through.
Yeah, there are some where you just look at it, it's like, how the fuck? And then
Yeah.
there's that one where it's like they're on the table and there's a saw between the 3 people,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna kill somebody at the end of the timer.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
The fly trap, the Venus fly trap, where I think she has. Oh no, it's the guy. He has a key inside of his eye. I couldn't do that.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
I do the exact same thing that he did, where he was like, he was gonna do it, and he was trying to like hype himself up to do it, but the time ran out, and he was like, I don't, fuck it, I can't do this, and then he died.
Oh my
That
No, I'll tell you straight up, I just quit. I'd be like,
I do.
Look, man.
Yeah, I try to hype myself up to do it, and then I just give up if it was that one. Specifically, if it was that one, nah. Or the first one where the fat guy had to get through the barbed wire, the razor wire, to go get a key or something. That one I probably can make it through.
The I couldn't make it through the laser collar thingy.
Which was that one?
It's just straight up laser beams that come out of a collar that bend it, start shooting up, and they start slowly to bend towards you. And I think you gotta admit something bad you did. Or I don't remember how you gotta. I think that one was just you die. Yeah.
I think if it was sawing off my own leg, I feel like after enough time, I'd get desperate enough and just get through it.
Yeah, most people, I think, would. The reverse bear trap, that's probably gonna kill me. And
Yeah.
I
so
mean,
would
the indomitable human spirit is pretty strong.
that is
So
true. Also,
you never know.
the pit of hypodermic needles. Yeah, that'd get me.
Yeah.
That'd get.
I mean,
that should probably kill most people.
no, it won't kill you.
I mean,
That's not gonna kill
no?
you.
if it's
Oh no, it won't kill you.
If each
That's not gonna
Do it right
needle
now.
is
Do it
filled
right
with
now.
each needle is filled with drugs, what?
Do it right now.
And HIV, because that fucker collected them
I don't-
to fill a pit from like the city.
Yeah, but she was fine.
No, didn't she overdose?
No, she survived. She came back in every other movie.
Huh.
She literally became Saw after the first Saw.
Oh,
Well, the second-
right, and then he killed her for being careless when setting up traps.
I don't remember that. She helped. She became Saw in the second one, and set up the detective at the end of it. Spoilers.
Yeah.
But she survived. She's fine.
So all in all, yes, no, maybe. You said depending on the trap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it depends on the trap.
Because a lot of some of the traps are just you. Congrats, you die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the reason I asked is because if you were gonna say yeah, I think I can get through. I think I could push myself. The follow up was gonna be if you could survive, break your finger right now. Just snap it.
Just snap your finger, right now.
Just snap your finger. See how?
Yep.
Yeah.
Put me in a Saw trap and I will.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Keep that in mind.
When Maury
All
gets out of the army, we're doing Maury trapped in the saw trap.
All right.
All right.
Gone
All right.
wrong, gone sexual.
All right.
Ammo.
What stands in front of you is a dildo machine.
What stands in front of you is
Let's
a
play a
Moby
game.
huge,
Shove this up your ass.
or you die.
You have 3 minutes.
Take in the whole length without stopping to like adjust. Just go. All
That's-
gas.
What's a Moby huge?
You know what that is? Look it up right now.
It's like a dildo. This it's 4 feet
Oh,
tall.
okay.
That
now.
dildo's the size of you, dude.
It's $577.61, and it is no pictures of it. I just see a dude, like a white dude,
Yeah, that's what they called it
That
in high
has-
school.
a bald guy, Moby huge. I don't. Okay.
It's a 36-inch tall dildo. That is.
I don't see it. Oh,
Look
3
up-
foot tall super dildo, black color, master cock.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Anyways,
We're gonna read some Amazon reviews.
so Zane and I here, and maybe 2 others. We got this game the other day called Escape the Back Rooms.
Wait!
right?
Before you get into that, I'm looking
Okay.
at the reviews of Moby Huge, and one of them's 1 star, chemical burns. The first time I tried to use the product, I got chemical burns. It barely touched the inside of my rectum. I even thought I had a fire lit in my butt. The shit says it's made of PVC. However, I never had that reaction like this before.
Is it a dude?
I think it might be a dude.
That's awesome. I love that.
This feels like it's made of rubber and it's not safe.
It's actually hydrochloric acid. It's coated in hydrochloric acid.
See, we coat it in pickle brine.
Yeah. It's hyperallergenic. You will be allergic to it.
Yeah. Sorry. You can go into your review of the Backrooms. I just saw that and thought that's important.
Okay. So yeah, Zane here and 2 others and me. We got the Backrooms game because we were looking for a game to play. What time? I think it was like 8, right? Or something like that. We started it. Honestly, it was more like midnight probably that we bought it. And we ended up playing till 6 a.m. And one of us had to work at 6. So he didn't sleep at all because the game was so good. And it's like, how do it's a horror game. But it starts off horror the first few levels, and then it progressively gets less horror and more just puzzle, but it still stays enjoyable. It's made by a really small team. It's really well made. Specifically, a lot of the environments are really well made, really interesting and detailed. The first level, you wouldn't get that from just the first level, but there on out, pretty much, there's a lot of detail. And I don't know a lot of Backrooms lore, but I've seen videos on it since we played it, and apparently it's really accurate to the lore or whatever. There's some levels that are like you're getting chased by a monster or something, and you have to find something in the level while avoiding the monster. And it's multiplayer, so it's fun either way. There's also other levels that are just like there's no monsters, there's no danger, you don't have to take care of your sanity, there's nothing to kind of keep track of. All you have to do is solve a puzzle. And there's nice music, and it's like meant to be a chill level, a safe level. And then the next one, it'll be like Hotel Terror, is what it's called, where you're in a hotel on a floor of a hotel, and you have to find pages in rooms while being a skinwalker or a skin stealer, they're called, is roaming the hallways. And skin stealers are literally skinwalkers, so they'll look like a player, and they'll just start like running up to you like a normal player would, and they might have their flashlight on.
That's stressful.
And they're like they'll be like, "Excuse me." They'll just run up to you and say that, or it'll be like, "Oh, it's you." They're like, "Hello." It happened a few times. Like there's one, the cave level. We were in a cave, and every level is kind of split up into 3 sections, and you notice it pretty early on that the whole game, every level is 3 sections, pretty much, for the most part. But it doesn't really bother you because that formula that it uses is good. And it doesn't get old, because it's a good formula.
It's a good formula. That's good. It's good when the game has a strong base.
Yeah, it's a good structure where you'll get to one level, and there's one, I think it's the electrical something. It's like the sewers level, but the first one, in the first section, there's no danger. So it kind of teaches you the mechanic of the level. and you complete that one, and then you go to the second section. Now there's danger. It's way more dangerous. And then the third one is like really, really dangerous, and it's really hard, and it's horrifying, and you die a lot. But there's a progression, you know? It teaches you the mechanic first before it throws you into it. Unless the mechanic's really simple and easy, and it just kind of expects you to figure it out. Like the hotel one, where you just have to go around and find the pages. While a skin stealer is like roaming the halls, you know. But yeah, we were in the cave level, and I think it was like 3 of us. And Zane and I were talking about earlier how we saw someone else running towards us, and we didn't process that there was only 3 of us, I think. And we saw him running, and we didn't notice till it you know, it was too late, you know, and we heard it say like, "Excuse me," and then it fucking killed one of us. Yeah, overall, it's like $8, right, Zane?
Yeah, for the price, if you like stupid puzzle games with a little, you know, bit of exploration, and you like fucking around with your buddies, it like the perfect game for that. Dude, we got out of an $8 game, we got 12 hours of like consistent playtime, and it was like there was not a moment in the game where I was bored, and I get bored pretty easily with video games, and that game was like engaging the whole way through. So
yeah,
I had a good time. I thought the game was fucking. And it's stupid because it's an $8 game, and it's like copy and pasted too. Like the game's been fucking. There's so many versions of it, but
yeah,
it was a genuinely fun time playing.
Yeah, and we played 6 hours of it the first night, and then 6 hours the second night.
Yeah. And I think if we had a whole day, like if we started in the morning, we would have just played 12 hours straight.
We would have not stopped until it was over.
That's healthy.
Like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be doing worse things like jerking off 11 times in a day.
Yeah.
Hold on, that might just be a challenge.
You could attempt it. I was pretty proud of myself. I mean, not many people can say that.
Okay, what's the most alcohol you've had in a day?
What's the most alcohol?
Yeah.
I had 9 shots of tequila once.
That's pretty good. Zane, what about you?
I don't know. I've gotten pretty shitty quite a few times. This one time, I was back home, and me and my buddies went out, and I think in total, I probably had around like 9 or 10 shots and a shit ton of beer. And for whatever reason, I just did not get drunk that night. I don't know how it happened. I don't know. I kept saying, I don't know what's going on. This has never happened to me. I think I had some type of weird bacteria in my stomach that was just not allowing the alcohol to get me drunk. It was really strange. It was a one-time thing, never happened again.
Mm-hmm.
One time you have superpowers, never again.
Yeah.
One time use.
Never again.
One time use.
The next day we drank, and I got really fucked up.
Or so, it was holding the back, the tie, and then you drank the next day. Couldn't handle.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. It could have been that. It just all leaked into my system
at once, and you're just fucking faded for 60 hours. You wake up in a swamp, missing both your shoes and socks.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've luckily never been that drunk, but I never looked it up. What could be the reasoning to why I drank a lot of alcohol and.
Did you eat something super greasy that day?
No, not really. I mean, usually I eat before I go out and drink, but nothing nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, I probably had like a sandwich from the deli, maybe. Yeah, I mean
the deli. Do you shake ass in the deli?
I do.
Yeah,
For me,
makes sense.
most alcohol in a day is probably 1 pina colada and 11 Long Island iced teas.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And I sang karaoke after like 6.
Hmm.
It was a day.
11's a lot. 11's a lot of Long Islands.
Oh, that's a lot of alcohol, man. I'm surprised you're still with us today.
I know. Yeah. I'm a big boy.
See, that's what I factored too, because I'm a pretty big dude, and I think that had to play with It's just that I don't drink very frequently, so it's not like a tolerance thing.
I think it's just genetics.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, but there's like I don't know. I mean, who cares? Whatever.
Oh, wait, so what do you rate the back rooms?
10 out of 10.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Well, I give it a 9.5.
Why not a 10 out of 10?
What could it improve? Because there's still some stuff. There's still some stuff to be done. The UI for the main menu is almost non-existent. You have to leave the game in order to invite someone to the game.
Oh, that deserves minus.
It's not that. It's something you just have to deal with.
Yeah, don't be a snob. You paid $8 for it.
Yeah.
I think you pay for what you get. Like, if the game was like fucking $30-$40 and it had those issues that it had, don't get me wrong, there's definitely factors to it.
That's a fucking 7. It's just not. It's not a perfect game, for me.
No, by no stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, that's why that's why I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10, just because it's not. It's not. It's an $8 game, and for an $8 game, it's really fucking good. That's why it's 9.5. It's just not perfect. It's got some work to be done, though. Yeah.
Well, I mean, not everything can be perfect.
Also, Zane here did get disconnected quite a bit.
Huh. Wait, whoa, hold on. Let's when did that happen? I don't remember that.
You got disconnected like 5 times.
No, it was the second day we were playing, and we were on that one level with like the water, the
pools,
the weird like
pool rooms extended.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
The first time you got disconnected, and then the second time you left because you thought the ladder, you thought you were glitched out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Also, another thing, if you're in one of those, for some reason the in-game chat doesn't work, because I was yelling at you, telling you that it was fine, you weren't glitched out. That's just how long the ladder takes. But I guess you didn't hear me because the chat doesn't.
That is one other thing I'd say about the game is because I played a similar game called, I think it was like Inside the Backrooms or Into the Backrooms. It's the same game, different level design or whatever. I think Escape the Backrooms is a little bit better made. I think Into the Backrooms is free, but anyways, if you do play it, keeping voice chat as your only form of communication, in my opinion, definitely increases the quality of the game and the difficulty, because there's definitely times where, like, especially when it was just me and Maury, we just stayed in Discord and played, and it was more about, like, solving the puzzles or actually completing the level.
Yeah.
I think if we did, like, a pure playthrough and we only use, and there's also, like, an in-game chat, and you can talk when you're dead. And, like, you can give advice and tips.
Yeah, in text chat.
Yeah, like, granted, like, we're just first time playing it. I think we all still had a good time anyway. I think if we were to play it again, limiting ourselves to only using voice chat, and if you're dead, like, there's no communication, would just, I think, make the game a little bit more challenging.
Yeah. Which
would, in turn, lead to a more fun experience. But kind of hard, because some of the levels you're just like, what the fuck? And like, communication, like, the game, I think is very heavily reliant on communication.
This sounds kind of like Lethal Company-esque.
Yeah.
It is with more depth though. Lethal Company kind of just it's rinse and repeat. At least in my opinion, when I played,
Yeah.
The gimmick got old really quick.
And then you add mods, and it's like this is unreasonable.
Yeah,
I've never played the game with mods. I think Escape the Backrooms. It keeps it fresh. It's like it's.
Oh yeah,
it's
every
new, you know what I mean?
yeah every single level is something different, and you continuously have to learn the new mechanic. And some stuff comes back, like most of the enemies are, they come back, and then they'll leave for a while, and then they'll show up later, and they're like mix and matched. Like some levels, it'll be dogs, like in the caves. The first two sections of it were just dogs, and then the third one, they threw a curveball and added skinwalkers. And we were not expecting it.
Yeah.
So that
There was also a portion of the game where I think we should go back in and explore, because
which part?
So you remember? So okay, so when we finally get past, I think it's like the first two levels, and then you get to the area where you have to open the gate, and that's what like the computer is to like and all the doors into the other back rooms. So you like do you remember what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like the main area that you kind of always reset to, whatever.
Yeah. The elevator in there.
No, so when you open that big gate, and then you're going through, and the lights are like turning on and off, and you have to like only run in the light, not the dark.
Oh yeah.
Fucking the smilers, whatever the fuck will get you.
Yeah.
There was one portion where you went upstairs, that little like that ramp that you went up, and there was very clearly something up there, but we just couldn't figure it out. I wonder, we should go back in and see what that was, because I also noticed this when we were going through some of the levels. There was a lot of shit that I don't want to say skipped by, but
yeah, I know
didn't go through. You know what I mean? Like there was definitely more stuff we could have.
Yeah, like in the hub, that elevator that was always locked and we couldn't open.
Oh yeah. I wonder if that's just there, and maybe when they decide to release more shit, that'll be
yeah, maybe, because there's the creator said he's gonna add more endings at some point.
That's cool.
The back rooms, multiple. Oh, there's mods. Ooh. Oh wait.
Yeah, great game. Also, another thing, the music is really good.
Music.
Specifically, the one from the party room, the second party room, called U Day. This one is such a good song. Listen to it, Reed.
Listen.
Terrible.
It's in topics.
Okay. It's kind of like, it reminds me of Water Mario levels.
Yeah, I get that. I think the purpose of it is it's kind of cringe, but it's a liminal song, It's like that like slightly creepy, but mostly like it's someone's fading memory of a song.
Oh, that's okay. That's
That's
depressing.
Like it sounds like you're trying to remember a song by how it sounds, not by because you can't remember the lyrics. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could also play Inside the Backrooms. I have not beat that, and it's pretty good. It's all right. It's not. I don't think it's as good, but it's also probably because I got stuck on this one level because it's so fucking hard. But,
it's harder.
Yeah.
It's harder. One game I want to sit down and try is Content Warning.
Yeah. Zane, you said you were gonna get it, right?
I just bought it. Yep.
Nice. Yeah, I already have it downloaded.
I'm downloading it right now.
Bet.
You can play.
Do we want to move on to my review of the Fallout show?
I only have 2 reviews back to back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Oh, we're at 42 minutes, by the way.
Okay. You should also make this the thumbnail because it's kind of popular and everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of the biggest one. I get so many video recommendations about the reviews of the Fallout show.
Okay.
Right.
They're not gonna ruin anything, right? I haven't watched it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
This is
do
more
spoilers.
Spoiler-free review.
Yeah.
Because 2 people in this call haven't seen it.
Yeah. Some stuff is unavoidable, but you can see it in the trailer. You know, like the Brotherhood's in it.
Yeah, that's obvious.
The NCR.
What about the Enclave?
The Enclave, I think, is there, kind of.
Where's the
They're
Minutemen?
mentioned, and the Minutemen are in the other side of the country. They're not in California, thankfully.
Bring them in.
Another settlement does not need your help.
Yes.
He will not mark it on your map.
I want the meme. I want them to show up and be like to the ghoul. We
No.
need your help. There's a
No.
settlement in trouble. And just
So yeah, the Enclave is in it. It's interesting. But they're not. It's not really about them. They are back though, apparently, and the Brotherhood knows about them. Kind of the whole concept. Well, the whole plot line is the Brotherhood is trying to retrieve the scientist who made something really, really powerful that's going to affect a large part of the wasteland and make it better for everyone. However, it's like, you know, the Brotherhood, they don't like fucking cool shit, so they gotta take it, basically.
Is the Brotherhood okay? I don't get the vibe from them. Weren't they like kind of good guys in the game?
I'll explain it. Give me a second. So visually, the show, what I like about it is that it takes inspiration from not just Fallout 4, which I was afraid of. It has some stuff that I hate about Fallout 4, like the assault rifle. The assault rifle is the ugliest fucking piece of shit gun I've ever seen.
Yeah, with the side mag and
the water cooled barrel.
Yeah.
And the shitty fucking AA gun sights.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It looks rough.
But it also has it has the Colt from the first Fallout, I think. It has the 10mm from the revolver version of the 10mm. I think that one's from 3 or New Vegas. But then they also have the Brotherhood carries the 10mm from Fallout 4. So it kind of combined all those elements instead of retconning. And I think they did a lot of the visuals so well. And even with the assault rifle, I hate that model. I hate how it looks. But I'm glad that they recreated it perfectly. It's exactly like the game.
Yeah.
Same with the armor. The T60 looks awesome.
I love. Okay, funniest shit to me is the voice modifier on it.
Yeah. I think so. Visually, it is Fallout 4 mostly inspired, which makes sense because it takes place like 20 years or something after Fallout 4, so it's the closest in the timeline. But atmosphere, dialogue, and writing, it's closer to New Vegas. And also it's greater emphasis on vaults, and kind of that vault tech being the actual evil guy 100%. It's closer to the first Fallout, then and also some Fallout 3 aspects in its focus of like every vault is an experiment, you know. So that aspect is really good. So in general, they combined everything, and it just shows you how the writers get it. They knew the story. They've at least, you know, read up on what each game is about and a lot of the stuff that's in it. They didn't go the Halo show way where they just threw everything out because it was too hard.
I mean, they could. Okay, I feel like with Fallout, it's easier to make a Fallout show than it is to make a Halo show. I feel.
No.
No. Okay.
Well, also, I think I was watching some video about the dude, the ghoul, right? That actor was talking about how I think he was talking about like how his son has played it. He was a big fan of it. What he never played the game, and he never thought he you know he doesn't think he will play the game because he wants to. His whole perspective was like the creator and like like all these people that were working on it from like you know the top of the production.
Yeah.
Were really big gamers. So like played the game, like really knew the story, and like they themselves outside of like film and production, all that stuff, were just independent fans. Like they didn't research it just to make the movie. You know, like they were fans before. They obviously did their homework and made sure they got everything right. But now, mind you, I haven't seen this. This is just based on what this guy said. And then his whole perspective was, you know, I think I'll stay separate to that because we already have enough of that. I'm going to stay true. You know, basically still, like, his whole perspective was, it's still, you know, a TV series, so we still need to stay true to, like, what we need to do to bring the story to life and not just rely on, like, all right, well, this is Fallout, so we'll just, you know, the fans will like it. That was his perspective, which I mean I agree with on his end too. Like you know,
that's a really respectful way to put that.
Yeah.
He's like, no offense, but no thanks. You know.
Yeah. I'll compare. I'd rather compare the show to The Last of Us, because I think it's more similar.
I haven't seen that one.
And in The Last of Us was easier to adapt, just because it's already such a good, and it's already such a well told story.
That's true.
For a larger screen, but and Fallout 4 is, or Fallout is way harder to adapt into a TV show, just because there's not just one story, and all the stories have already been told, and all the stories have lore, and there's so many endings to every single game that if you do something in the show, it might show that one ending is canon or another one isn't, and you know that carries a lot of pressure with it. And there's also so many characters that you've seen, and there's so many places that have already been visited that you I know they wanted to show, but there's so much stuff already there, that they had to respect, and if they hadn't, then it would have been like the Halo show, but they did, and they pulled it off really well. And they could have gone the Last of Us route and just picked a game and recreated the game, which is also, I've seen a lot of people say that they think that the Fallout show is better than the Last of Us show, and I understand why some people would say that, just because, as I said, the Fallout is harder to adapt into a TV show, and honestly to any other media, than it is to adapt The Last of Us. So that carries some weight, just in the accomplishment, you know, the accomplishment that it is to create a show with something as hard as Fallout, you know?
Yeah.
It's also a lot of, Fallout isn't just like one thing, you know? It isn't about one thing. It's about a lot of different themes and kind of vibes, I guess. Like the topic of like corporate greed, with like kind of told through vault tech. The theme of how to rebuild after something catastrophic, with having all those factions disagree with each other. Yeah, just war in general, and global disagreements causing conflict, which is shown through every game, and having all of those, and the whole thing about war never changes. The theme of every man for himself in that situation. The theme of just the harshness, of living like that. There's in the show, Lucy, the vault tech, or the vault dweller, Lucy, kind of the main character. She, at the beginning, they show her as being really naive, and as soon as she steps out of the vault, everyone keeps telling her that the wasteland is going to change her, and she's going to lose her morals, and she's not going to be, all cheery and stuff, and she's going to see, like, how shit really is, and she should go back to the vault if she wants to. She should live in ignorance, basically. And as soon as in a way, what they say is, as soon as you see behind the curtain, there's no going back,
Mm-hmm.
And over the course of the show, she changes a lot after, like, being betrayed a shitload of times, being kidnapped and fucking.
He's running it. Oh, he's already started. Oh, spoilers.
What? What do you mean? I'm not spoiling shit.
That is vague.
I'm
But
saying.
Now I'm gonna go into it knowing that she's gonna get kidnapped at some point.
Well, you also didn't know that her name was Lucy, so.
Okay, well,
I guess I spoiled her name.
Who cares?
So yeah.
What do you give it?
Hang on. I just want to talk about the Brotherhood, because the Brotherhood.
I have a thought.
I was really worried about them doing the Brotherhood, because Fallout 4 honestly doesn't really get the Brotherhood. In my opinion, in every other game, they're kind of the bad guys. They're kind of they're militaristic, is what it is. They're not inherently evil, and they do what they do for a good purpose. But if they were to rule the wasteland, it'd be really awful. They do kind of good things sometimes for a good purpose, but their methods are unsound, and they have no real system of government as to how to keep the wasteland safe. But that's what they fight for, to control the wasteland and make it safer. So it's ironic, and in general, no one likes them. But it does show that there's good people in the Brotherhood. So there's that dynamic of, honestly, a lot like the Army. The Army is kind of a really, like, kind of a shitty organization, but there's a lot of good people in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a system that's, it's kind of broken in a lot of ways, but there's good in it, and they pulled off the Brotherhood really, really well. They also look really fucking sick, how they filmed them. Also, I didn't know this. The director, hang on, Jonathan Nolan. You know who that is?
Yeah, he's the main character of The Rookie.
No, not that guy.
Sorry. you set me up like that.
I think he made Westworld.
I thought
And he wrote Westworld, Interstellar, and The Dark Knight, and The Prestige.
Yeah, it shows. It Yeah, no, he isn't washed up. He isn't washed. He's good.
Yeah.
I have some breaking news right now.
What is it?
Breaking news: 911 systems is down in multiple states: Minnesota, New England, Texas, Florida, Nebraska. That one's statewide. Nevada, South Dakota, statewide again. Iowa, Kentucky, Wisconsin.
911 is down?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's
bomb dropping. Nuclear fallout. Oh,
it's over.
It's over.
We put the show
the
out.
Eclipse.
We put the show out. We asked for it.
It's the eclipse.
We the show Fallout is prophecy actually.
Yeah.
Bethesda was trying to warn us this entire time.
Get to your nearest vault.
Or your nearest lead line fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually do that in the show, by the way.
I know, I saw.
Yeah. I'd probably give it I want to give it a 10. But like yeah, I think I'll give it a 10. I can't find anything, and I'm looking. I can't find anything to fault it for.
Okay, there's one thought I had
Mhm.
while watching it. Zane, this is gonna be a little bit of a spoiler.
Oh, I'm muting. Hold on, I'm muting.
I definitely.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Same thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
All right, so when the Brotherhood of Steel shows up,
Yeah.
and they have their warships and shit, and their
Yeah.
planes, and they show it.
The fake Grid one. The
How
sister
the
ship.
fuck? All right, so they have these flying warships. How the fuck do they not have working plumbing?
What do you mean they don't have working plumbing?
Like they make the guy with the tires. That's the toilet, right? In the first 2 episodes, that's the
guy with the tires.
like the black dude,
What do you...
and he has to dig a hole for the latrine.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they were like in a camp.
I don't know. I just thought that was like they can make things that fly, but they can't. They don't have fucking plumbing.
Yeah, they probably don't have any master plumbers.
I guess not.
Hey man, that's a 5-year process right there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'd give it a 10, and I'd recommend the show to literally anyone, even if you don't really, even if you're not into Fallout. I would definitely suggest just watching the show. Just watch it. Just get into it. It's made for, I think, everyone. There's nothing that I can think of that's bad about it. But yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Apparently, all the states that don't have 911 right now are red states.
Huh. During a
It's correlated.
election year, whatever.
It's correlated. It's clearly.
Oh, they're gonna kill all Republicans.
Yeah, it's over.
That's gonna be.
It's over.
That's okay. Why would they start with Texas and Florida? I feel like, I feel like that's one you'd do one at a time.
Don't you think that it's crazy that mass shooters, they always have whatever gun bill is in the like Senate floor or whatever, you know?
What?
Yeah, like bump stocks
Uh-huh.
and the Vegas shooter.
Yeah.
Crazy how they were about to vote on it and then the Vegas shooting happened.
Well, you know what's even crazier is how one man can carry all that shit upstairs and not be
Yeah.
caught on cameras.
Yeah.
And 2 lines of fire happening at once. That's
Yeah. It was
probably
like
even crazier, I would say.
it was like 100 and some pounds of ammunition up like 20 flights of stairs.
There's no cameras in that fucking stairwell.
Oh no, there is. He
Yeah.
just wasn't caught on them.
Yeah.
You know, well, which obviously alludes that it was an inside job, just like every other fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's all fake, dude. It's all fake and gay.
Yeah, it's all fake and gay.
So I don't give a fuck anymore, dude, because obviously somebody's in control and they don't
Yeah.
want us doing what they don't want. So, Who cares? Drop the fucking nuclear bombs as far as I am concerned.
That might happen with everything that's happening in Israel and Iran.
Yeah. Are you familiar with the political belief of accelerationism, Zane?
Not this shit again.
I'm not aware of that.
So
I agree with it, though.
accelerationism is basically you vote for the party that you don't like because you believe that they're going to end the world, and you just want to get it over with so that your whoever you're affiliated with, so you can rebuild after it's all done. You just want to get it over with.
Just speed up.
So you vote for the opposition to speed up them blowing up everything so that you can rebuild.
You know what I think, man? I think that we as humans have an inherent way to live, and we've been blessed and cursed with innovation. And
it's poetic.
It's actually, yeah, I mean, our own creation is going to be our downfall. So,
yeah.
Especially like now that they're starting to fuck with weather.
Yeah.
Ooh. Like Dubai is flooding. Dubai is a fucking desert. That's a neat trick.
The ocean's on fire.
Okay, no, that one can be explained.
Dubai's
the ocean
flooding.
Isn't on fire. The top of the ocean's on
flooding.
fire. That's
a desert is flooding. Reed.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is take his nephew was on or something.
That's
okay.
Because they fucked around and they found out. They said, "Hey, we're gonna put salt in clouds to make it rain," and clearly they did not have a scientist there at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because if a scientist was there, they would have been like, "Yeah, so we're gonna do a little bit to start to see what happens."
Yeah.
You know, like responsible. Also, you do it away from everyone. So
well, I believe
flood your shit.
I believe when the subject matter involves nature and screwing with it, I think it's fuck around and find out. You know?
Yeah. That's
type
true.
Shit.
Like I think
shit.
Remember that one time Donald Trump tweeted out, "Oh, to stop a hurricane, he'll drop 2 nuclear bombs."
That's honestly pretty base, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That's super fucking base, dude. Good.
That's so fucking base.
That's the definition of like fuck around with nature and find out.
Yeah.
Well, one thing you'll find about humans is I mean this sincerely. I think that there's the ending of the human race is not a thing. I don't think you can.
We're a bit cockroachy. I feel we'll live.
I just. It's like even if like the whole let's say the whole Fallout thing comes to fruition, right? And like it's nuclear winter and whatever. Somehow, people will survive, and obviously, like a lot of us will die, or whatever.
Yeah.
I know I won't. I'll be the leader of the Enclave, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I'll be Caesar's Legion.
I'll just be vibing.
Yeah.
I think that we will take over the universe, and I think
yeah.
Well, I ever heard there's a theory that the reason why we don't hear from other civilizations is that when they started doing space travel shit, something came by and killed them. What's your thoughts?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that theory?
Yeah, what's it called?
The Dark Force theory.
Yeah, that's
what's the theory?
So basically, like the reason why we don't get to talk to aliens is because when they started doing space travel, like past further than like they're how far we go, something found them because of that, and then killed out their civilization, and that's why we don't talk because they're dead. and they got killed by something mysterious. And there's
Yeah.
a worry that if we do it, go out and it would get us. It's just a theory, though.
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, well, what I think is, all right, let's take all the stories of like aliens coming to the planet, whatever. If you really think about the stories and like the conspiracy theories or whatever, at the end of the day, it hasn't ever really ended too well for the aliens, right? The experiments we run on them, the shit we do. So what I think is there may be very, much more, I would say much more advanced beings out there, and maybe they've come here and we've captured some of them, and maybe some of them have somehow got out and gotten back, and we're like, relate a message, hey, these people, they have no, I think there's some universal morality, right? Like they have none of that. They do as they will. Like they don't care about anything. They will fucking like they do not fuck with these people. I genuinely think human beings are like a virus. If you've seen what we've done to our own planet, see what we do to each other day in and day out. We're as a whole, we're not really. If you were to look at it as like an objective whole, right? We're not very good creatures. You know what I mean?
I always disagree with that point of view. Just because there's a supposition that humans are not part of nature, and what we do is not part of nature, and this idea of what we make is artificial and therefore not part of nature. Everything we do is nature. Everything around us, everything we make is from and to nature. When we die, we become energy, and we feed the earth, and we feed all the other animals. I think humans are part of nature, and I think even fucking microplastics are part of nature.
Now.
I think it's all. I think now I disagree. Now there's that argument. I understand. I get what you're saying, but like. And I'm not saying I want malls in the Grand Canyon and Walmarts
I do.
to replace the Great Pyramids, but
Ooh.
I disagree with the point of view of us being somehow outside nature, as if we have somehow risen above it, or that we're like the evil people, we're like the evil scourge of all things. Not
well,
us.
no. Wait, hold on. Let me. All right, maybe not evil is not the right word. I don't think we're outside of nature necessarily.
Yeah.
I have 2 points. Well, I'll let you finish. I got 2 points to make that, especially about the plastic thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just, and I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but I see that a lot.
I feel
that point of view of us, somehow being outside of nature and being so horrible for everything. And yeah, nature is beautiful, and what we do to it sometimes isn't beautiful. But I just disagree with that point of view. Yeah.
Well, I'd say this in terms of the plastic thing, right? We said like everything that we do is part of nature, right?
Yeah.
I guess we are beings from nature. If that were the case, then we wouldn't have as many if you were to look at our endocrine system, right, and the damaging effect that microplastics, processed foods, and all these things, of nature. I mean, I guess that doesn't really.
Yeah, I mean, think of any time there has been a dominant species on Earth, that dominant species has affected everything on Earth. When the dinosaurs were alive, they affected every other species of everything because they were so powerful. Now, eventually, they died.
Effect,
like, what do you mean? What do you mean not the same effect?
Well, so no,
they didn't build shit.
Yeah,
they're just fucking reptiles.
Right. They also didn't have the capabilities of, discerning between good and evil.
Yeah,
what I mean? Like animals.
Yeah.
They don't, we conscientiously make decisions. And mind you, as a whole, right? Of course, there's tons of humans that do like wonderful, amazing things for the planet, for other people. And I'm just saying, as a whole, right? If you were an alien, like let's say us three we were just like three little alien fucking explorers, and we're, doing some recon on Earth, and we're doing our little tests, and we had the technology to view from afar and see how we work as a people, or as humans work as a people. I think we would all come to the conclusion that, like, hey, you know what? These people do enough not to, like, completely destroy themselves, but god damn, I mean, what the fuck are these people doing? Like, just the fact that there's a potential for, like, a nuclear winter, like, that an all-out, like, total nuclear war could go on and just destroy this planet potentially, of our own doing, right? Of our own, like, conscientious, like, fucking decision making, that happening, like, no other species, dinosaurs, whatever, no other dominant species has ever been able to have that effect on this planet. Like, if we wanted to, we could fucking destroy the moon. You know what I mean? Like, no other
It's true. They
beings could do that.
One time, the U.S. government figured out how to nuke the moon without moving it, and they wanted to do it just to flex that they could.
Mm-hmm.
And they did not do it because the public would have been like, "What the fuck? Why?"
So two things. So primarily, I wasn't saying that we are as smart as dinosaurs, or that dinosaurs were as smart as us, or that we affected, in the same way as dinosaurs. But what I'm saying is, take that same frame of reference of every time there has been a dominant species, it affects everything in nature. It affects everything on the surface of the planet is affected by that dominant species. We're currently the dominant species, so therefore we're affecting it. And the dinosaurs affected every species in their own way. And right now we are affecting every species in our own way. Some species are dying, and every day we discover, I don't know how many species. 99.999%, I think, of all species that have ever existed are extinct. And that's throughout that we know of.
And we're bringing them all back.
Yeah, for some reason.
Here's the thing.
Bring them all back. Fuck it.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
We are not as powerful as we think we are. I don't think nukes really affect the Earth as much as we think they do. I think nukes are extremely powerful, but the primary thing that they affect is trees and plants and humans. But there's things that can survive it.
Cockroach.
On a surface level, though, like a surface level dropping of a nuclear bomb. Well, let's just say, right, and this will be a thing in the future, right? Because, like I said, if you were to take somebody who was a fucking cowboy in the Wild Wild West days, and you said, "Hey, you see that fucking thing in the sky right there? That thing that comes out at night and kind of reflects some light. Hey, we're gonna, go there one day." He would look at you like you're fucking nuts. So my point is that it's not that we're necessarily as powerful as we think we are right now, but the one thing that we have, like you said, 99.9% of and obviously like you have a whole bunch of conspiracies, is like, was there a society like us before us and they completely destroyed, right? All these things.
Yeah.
But following the basis of history of what we know as today, and through evolution and everything, right? Like the one difference between humans and every other thing that's gone extinct is nothing has been able to achieve and do what we've done. Yes, I understand what you're saying. Like, dinosaurs have affected the planet in their own way, which is totally right. They were the dominant force, and they had an effect on the things living at that time. The issue is, and all other things that have gone extinct, all other animals that have gone extinct, is they haven't been us, and they haven't done what we have done.
Yeah, they've not had interplanetary travel, you know,
right?
And that's a major factor. But that just goes into, you know, another topic of being able to survive. You know, I wouldn't say it's, you know, about how we affect the Earth negatively. I think that's just for our own survival. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel that humans lack foresight, or it's more like when we come up with something new, we want to use it immediately without thinking of the consequences from that.
Like what?
Like plastic. We started using it a bunch. Now there's microplastics everywhere. I feel that's part of the problem, where it's just like we're just like, ooh, new thing. Let's use it. Oh shit. Look what happened. We need to fix this now. That seems to happen a couple times. Like, didn't they use lead in gasoline for a while? Or wasn't there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that fucked up so many people, and it lowered the average intelligence of people because of lead poisoning. It's just shit like that, where we don't look at the full picture, and I feel that's part of the problem.
the frailty of humanity. You know. Yeah, you have to consider the frailty of humanity as a species. Yeah, there's a lot of us, and we're super advanced, but that's our intelligence is the only thing that puts us above a lot of other species. We're not the strongest, we're not the fastest. All we are is that we can use tools, and we can use them well.
There's no limit to that. That's kind of the point I'm making, right? Like, human innovation has no limit.
Yeah.
You can make a claim that, hey, like, we're getting close to, like, you know, the pinnacle of, like, technological advancement, but at any time in the past, you look at through history, right, you would say, wow, this is insane what humans have created. Like, it's probably not going to get any crazier than this. And we have no real way of, like, you know, figuring out what we're going to be able to create in the future until it happens, right? Like, you look at photos, like, for example, like the whole, you know, maybe I was a little bit wrong about the whole Wild Wild West things and talking about the moon, because obviously there's, like, you know, drawings and shit of, like, flying fucking cars, so to speak, or, like, wheeled vehicles, right, and shit like that. Like, there is stuff, and people had ideas of what we could advance to, so there's always an idea. The thing about humans is all we need, and it's pretty insane, right, is all we need is a simple idea. And then, as far out of reach as it may be, humans eventually have all, for the most part, right, all ideas have come to fruition in a matter of time. And that's kind of my point about saying, like, you know, I don't think that...
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
There will be a point where, like, the crazy shit we think about today, there will be a point in history, in the future, where it may come to fruition, or it could be completely separate, but we could become, like, just insane fucking things. You know what I mean? Like, cyberpunk. Obviously, I don't think the world's going to be like cyberpunk as it is, you know, in 2077, but there may be a future where, like, that's what society looks like. And then
it's all a matter of time.
It's a matter of time, resources.
No, I think it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, we literally. I mean, I can get really deep into this, but I do think I just want to point out that we started the conversation talking about and how many times we've backed off, and
now it's an hour and 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
So typically, Zane, when we end the podcast, I pick an impression for Maury to do, and he does it for the outro. But since you're our guest, you get to pick the impression that Maury does.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, this is a lot of pressure.
I know, you kid. So much choices.
Well, can you tell me what the past couple impressions have been? So I don't.
Can he suck it?
He's done Herbert the Pervert,
Okay.
A country accent.
Okay.
JFK.
Okay.
I feel like you did Obama too.
No,
Donald
I think that
Trump,
was
obviously.
yeah, that was obvious.
Right.
Like I'm struggling to remember. It's a lot.
I think I did Christopher Walken.
Yep.
Um,
I remember ones where I asked you to do it and you said no.
yeah, I said no to Obama. I didn't think I could do that.
Yeah.
I have a good one that I think you'll probably say no to.
What is it?
Just do a very stereotypical Chinese accent.
Hello, Korea. I'm stroking my shit. I got the lotion on my dick. I'm stroking my shit.
Thanks.
Your leader. Now a message from our leader, Kim Jong-un. Hello, Korea. I'm stroking my shit. I got lotion on my dick. I'm stroking my shit. I can do a.
Can you imagine if that came out as an official press statement?
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Just to clarify, I did say Chinese, not Korean, so.
Yeah. I can do. What's my Tran voice? I have to remember my Tran voice, Mr. Wuhan. Oh, you like you like the egg roll? You know the creator of Lululemon named it that to make it as hard to pronounce for Chinese people.
That's
Lululemon.
that's mean. That's
I like to go to Lululemon. Anyways,
Thanks.
yeah. Pick another one. Pick another one then to do the outro.
Oh, fuck, man. I want you. Oh, fuck, dude. No, it's kind of niche. Maybe if you won't know it, I was gonna say do the can you suck it? But like
Hey, suck it?
in that like
I could do it. I mean, I could do that.
no, you gotta do something people would know.
Oh.
Fuck, man, you put me on the spot, dude.
Have you seen that meme, Reed?
no.
Oh, it's a lady that knocks on the car window of this guy's car, and she's like, "Can you bless me with something, money wise?" And he's like, "Oh, gee, I don't know. Can you suck it?"
What?
What?
Total fucking energy.
Fuck, man. All right, just do
Oh, he did
like
Mike Tyson one time.
Yeah, I did do Mike Tyson.
Oh, did you do Mike Tyson? I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of somebody who has like a very. Oh, I have a good one. You did JFK, right?
Yeah.
So do RFK. He has a very distinct voice.
I don't think I've ever. I mean,
I hear it. I Okay, now I have to re-listen to see how distinct his voice is. Oh, also, almost every single one impression Maury has done, it has been one take.
Okay. So you get one take to do RFK. That's my final choice.
Yeah, I'm down.
The new wait,
How's it, princess? He sounds like a fucking ghoul, dude.
RFK Jr. or RFK?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, RFK Jr. My bad.
Yeah,
RFK
I'm watching RFK
Okay,
Jr. He's fucking.
He has a disability.
Oh my god, dude, this guy's. He's a ghoul.
He had.
No, he doesn't have.
has,
He had vocals. He had surgery, and that's why his voice is like that.
Oh.
In retirement. I think it's great. How's that?
That's
How's that
pretty
sound?
good.
I think
It sounds like a
fucking dying.
It sounds like you smoke chain smoke menthols.
Are you a vault dweller? Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Gred Podcast. Make sure to follow our Instagram at the Gred Pod. Till next time.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that take.
The fucking ghoul.